Hey, what's up guys? Pigmask here, looking to cast a game today between GD and Next. This is going to be their second meeting in the Gosuleague for November 2012, and in the first game, Next took it. Next, they played a very effective game. They had some great lanes, they had a really effective bat rider, and a really, maybe even more effective. The real story is the Disruptor and the Luna. Two real strong combos, and the Sand King was there as well. A nice tri-lane, really dominated the bottom lane, put tons of pressure, and that's an understatement, on Wisp and Sven. Enchantress tried to help a little bit, but couldn't quite, and yeah, Next ended up taking it, mostly because of that bottom lane dominance. Got Luna the carry potential, blah blah blah. Got Luna up to carry strength and really let her unload on everyone in front of her. So we're getting into game number 2 here. We are in the picking phase. First picking phase, just ended the banning phase. GD banned Templar and Undying, which is interesting because GD actually had a Templar in last game. I guess they don't want to go against her this time, and GD takes the Bat Rider. GD last time was against the Bat Rider. They had trouble with that Bat Rider, so it looks like they're going to try to take advantage of him this game. Next, in this case, picking a Bounty Hunter and Jackaro after banning Lone Druid and Dark Seer. Lone Druid was seen last game from GD, and so was Bounty Hunter, actually. Bounty Hunter was seen on Next's team. Bounty had a pretty solid game as well, and they're going to stick with him this time, and they pick up a Jackaro in addition. So Jackaro, very strong hero after 6.75. Jackaro, his Icy Path, very powerful now, very strong stun, very strong disable. He has good damage over time, he's good at pushing lanes and taking towers, he's good in team fights with his Macro Pyre, mixing that now especially with Icy Path, makes it really hard for him to, or rather for enemy teams to get away from him. So Jackaro, excellent pickup, I like the Jackaro. And let's see what GD picks, let's see what GD goes for to maybe, if they want to do something about that bounty, you know, they had some trouble with him. They're going to want to pick someone because Bounty Hunter, you can assume, is going to be the long lane solo. So if they're going to try to figure out something to go up against them, they pick up a Wisp and a Nature's Prophet. Okay, so Wisp was seen last game too from GD, and Wisp had a really hard game. Wisp pretty much stuck around with Sven the whole game, and he had he had trouble. Thanks to the guy that Next just picked up, Disruptor. Wisp ended up getting separated from his cohort thanks to the Disruptor's kinetic field. He would throw down that kinetic field, and Wisp and Sven typically would be separated. Sven would drop first, actually, and Wisp would be chased down. That's kind of how the bottom lane was lost for GD last game. So we're going to see if they have a little more success with Wisp this time, and they have a Nature's as well. So Nature's we did not see last game, but Nature's, of course, an incredibly strong hero. And they banned a Chaos Knight. GD doesn't want that Chaos Knight in the game. He was banned last game as well. I don't remember who banned him. I want to say it was GD. I want to say GD banned him also. So we see a Tidehunter ban from Next. Last game as well, Next banned the Broodmother. You know, Bambo, known to play a Broodmother. We see an Anti-Mage ban now for GD. Kind of banning some of those carries, some of those harder carries like the Anti-Mage and the Templar Assassin and the Chaos Knight. An Ursa ban now from Next. It's kind of a story. Ursa's not a hero you really think of when you think of competitive games, but Ursa is, in the right situation, he can be a strong hero. He can team well with Wisp. If a good tree trap from Nature's Prophet, a good sprout from Nature's Prophet, it can really, if you can capture an enemy hero in there with an Ursa, that can be a lot of trouble for that person. Ursa does incredible base damage against, or I'm sorry, not incredible base damage, incredible burst damage against a single hero. And we see a Luna ban from GD. Luna was seen last game on Next and was very dominating. Rubik picked up, and the last ban from Next was a Tiny. So Tiny and Wisp can be a pretty powerful team, pretty powerful combination. So we see a Queen of Pain on Next and a Pudge on GD. Pudge is a hero not often seen unless your name is Dendy, so we're going to see what Pudge can do here for GD. And who Next might pick up. Next still kind of needs a late game hero, a strong late game hero. We see Sven. Sven has kind of come out as a strong late game hero. His war cry is very strong when mixed with Cleave. Last game we saw GD maxing Cleave early for Sven, but it wasn't enough, though it is powerful. So we're gonna see a Sven this game on Next, however, this time instead of GD. So we see a couple heroes swapped around. Instead of Sven over on GD and instead of Batrider over on Next, we've got the two heroes switching sides. So I guess let's do a quick introduction here. We're going to have Mantis on the Queen of Pain. This is for Next, up on the Dire side of things. We're going to have Stalcat on Sven with his nice little Commander Flameguard helm, looking real snazzy. We're going to have 9 on that Disruptor. I believe he was playing Disruptor last game too. We have 570 playing the Jakiro, and we're going to have Balas on the Bounty Hunter. So I believe that's where he was last game too. So, you know, not too different of a team for Next. The odd heroes we're seeing, I guess, would be Sven, Jakiro, and Queen, though, you know, it's still a good amount of disables for that team, and good teams to pair up with a guy like Disruptor. Disruptor's kinetic field can definitely take advantage of a good stun from someone like Jakiro or Sven. So I guess let's introduce the Radiant team real quick. We're gonna have Beatiz on Wisp. We're gonna have Zero Black on the Pudge this time. We're gonna have Ethereal Envy on Rubik. We're gonna have Sexy Bambo over on the Batrider going in mid, and we're gonna have stand-in Admiral Bulldog. And the Nature's Prophet headed up top, heading for the solo lane, it looks like. So, both teams are kind of looking for a bit of a skirmish on bottom. Neither team is committing to it too much. The Dire only sending 4 down there and now splitting down to 3. So, it looks like we're going to have Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane on bottom. We're going to have Pudge, Rubik, and Wisp going on up against Jakiro, Disruptor, and Sven. Sven is the one that's going to be, we're going to have to keep an eye on here. He's going to be trying to get those last hits and get those kills when applicable. The Treants from the Nature's Prophet scouting out Bounty Hunters, seeing him up here now. He knows he's going up against the solo lane. We'll see how that affects his play, how that affects things on him. Often you see Nature's Prophet in a jungle, but this game it's going to be Nature's Prophet in the solo side. So Batrider is going up against Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain and Batrider are both strong mid heroes. Batrider and is stacking a little bit of the Sticky Napalm on the Queen. I'm gonna try to call it Sticky Napalm this game. By the way, I know that's the name, but I always tend to call it Tar, just because that makes more sense, right? Like it slows you down. It's sticky. It's gummy. You know, it's all that. That screams Tar to me, not Napalm. But you know, what do I know? So, Queen of Pain and Batrider are gonna be an interesting lane to watch. We've got Bounty Hunter pushing the lane a little bit here, picking up some last hits as he needs them, but pushing the lane in exchange. Rubik, Pudge, and Wisp are being a little bit cautious here. That Disruptor has proven to be a powerful tri-laner. Uh-oh, here comes a bit of an aggression here from the Radiant team. Sven stunning the Rubik after he gets caught in the kinetic field, and a Wisp, though, coming in, trying to make something happen here. First blood from Sven onto the Rubik, but Sven drops immediately afterwards from a nice Wisp-Pudge combination. Disruptor might be dropping too. Disruptor does drop with a Nature's Prophet teleporting in, and Jakiro drops too. That was a nice teleport from Nature's Prophet. It really helped take out the Disruptor, and then Rubik with some nice play on the remaining Jakiro. And Wisp showing a bit of strength there, and Pudge showing a bit of dominance as well. That knocks Pudge up to level 3. So that was an overall win. Despite the first blood gain for the Dire team, that was a win for GD on the Radiant side of things. Picking up 3 kills versus the 1 kill from the Dire. Off to a much better start than the previous game. Our GD is GD. Are the people on GD? There we go. But it's early. We're 2.5 minutes in, so a lot of aggression early on this bottom lane. This bottom lane last game was the lane to watch. I think we're going to see some good action in the middle lane as well. I think that the top lane is going to be farm, getting some more stacks of Sticky Napalm on the Queen of Pain. She's sitting at 4 right now. And Batrider's going to get a little aggressive here. Hits a Flame Break, knocking Queen of Pain out of position. Queen of Pain, though, has that blink. She can just teleport out of the way. Drops a Salve. That could have been bad. That could have been bad for the Queen of Pain. But quick move. A nice stun from Sven and a follow-up from Jakiro with a dual breath. But Jakiro's hurting in exchange for that aggression. Sven retreating as well, even though the nice kinetic field got dropped by the Disruptor. That's not going to be enough to save his buddy Sven, I don't think. Sven is going to try to get out of here. He uses his magic wand and a hook from Pudge. Takes out Sven. So GD realizes they have to get aggressive here against the Disruptor. They cannot let Disruptor just kind of freely kinetic field against those stuns. And they're not letting him. And Disruptor can be a real strong hero in the right spot. And that was demonstrated previously by Next, and they're trying to catch lightning in a bottle, you know, a second time here. A nice hook from some Pudge, landing on the Disruptor. Disruptor throwing a kinetic field down and trying to escape. He is not going to. The Wisp's Spirits, nice aim with those Spirits, landing right onto the Disruptor. Sven stun and a kinetic field could not save the Disruptor. So Next is down right now, 6 kills versus 1. And that's a rough spot to be in this early. Let's take a quick look at level here. It's the Batrider and the Nature is sitting at level 5. And then we have Sven, Jakiro, and Disruptor sitting at the bottom at levels 3, 3, and 2, respectively. If we're looking at gold per minute, Sven and Wisp are at the top, thanks to those ganks. Net worth, Pudge, way up top. I said Sven and Wisp. I meant Pudge and Wisp. Sven and Wisp was last game. So Pudge and Wisp sitting at the top of the heap. The flesh heap in the case of Pudge. Pudge is a hero that can definitely get out of control. He's very tanky, he gets a lot of HP, very good spell resistance. And if you're looking over at, oh wait, hold on, we can look at him in a second here, because Pudge landed another hook on Jakiro, and Wisp with great positioning here, great positioning right now and earlier with those tethers. He runs ahead of the line and then tethers onto his target, typically Pudge, and he's already in line to get that nice tether stun, which is a follow-up from Pudge's hook. So that's a great combination. That's a great combination, Pudge and Wisp. It's been working out incredibly well. Pudge is up by 400 gold here over number 2, which is going to be the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter, though, just took the lead, actually. Bounty Hunter up to 1953 in terms of gold. Or rather, in terms of net worth. Gold per minute, Pudge, Nature's Prophet, Wisp still up ahead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Batrider got kind of aggressive there. He wanted to really take on that Queen of Pain, throwing a tar stack onto her, a sticky napalm stack. I swear I'll get it right one day. I swear. Maybe. I don't know. So Queen of Pain is at level 6, and the Batrider is actually going to run into Bounty Hunter here. This could be rough. Nice track. Oh, that was a beautiful timing on that track for Bounty Hunter. He's going to actually get a kill on the Batrider here with the Shuriken, the track. Bounty Hunter's invisibility rune is not going to be enough. That was very convenient. You know, that was good timing on the track, but moreover, it was good luck in terms of both the right heroes going for the rune spawn at the right time. And we have a Rubik chasing into the middle here, looking for Queen of Pain. She's sitting at 40 HP, but she's going to get out of there. One swing from Rubik may have been enough, but he wasn't able to get it. Queen incredibly survivable with her blink. She's kind of like a burst damage heavy anti-mage. I don't know if that doesn't make sense. So Queen of Pain is she's going to be heading back into the fountain to heal. Nature's Prophet is pushing down onto this tower. He wants to get it early because GD, they sat on their hands too much last game. They don't have an incredibly hard carry this game. You know, last game they had a Lone Druid, they had a Templar, they had a Sven. That's 3 heroes that need pretty okay farm before they're effective if they want to be more than a support hero. You know, Sven can play support, and it looks like that's what he's kind of looking at the moment, though. I think he's going to be transitioning to more of a carry. Here comes Pudge, and here comes Wisp again, looking for a hook. He lands it on the Sven, and a nice ultimate from Nature's Prophet, finishing off that Sven, now Nature's Prophet is going to teleport down to here. Wisp and Pudge and Batrider are chasing after Disruptor between the Rod and the Napalm. They are going to get it all that slow. And a hook from the Pudge onto the Jakiro and a swing from the Batrider. Finishes off Jacaro. Just that's 3 down for GD. GD they're in it to win it this time. But, you know, don't count out Next. We saw some great play from them last game. They can turn this around with heroes like Sven, with heroes like Bounty Hunter, and if we can see some good Disruptor play again. Disruptor was kind of a surprise last game, so we'll see if maybe GD has learned something. You know, it seems like they have learned to strike first against the Disruptor. Don't let him have a nice, you know, well-presented opportunity for the kinetic field. You know, force him to use that kinetic field defensively. Force him to use it to escape instead of using it to initiate offense after a stun. So Batrider finishes off Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter getting caught out of position. Sven with a stun, but and Jacaro with a follow-up. Disruptor pulling Batrider back, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's going to try to teleport out, and I think he's going to make it. Yes, he will. He gets out with just 180 HP. We might have a bit of a congregation in mid here. Nice ward being placed right now by the Radiant team for that Bounty Hunter gank. They have to watch out for that. Bounty Hunter can sneak on in and just murder. He's doing a pretty decent amount of damage right now. He's doing 114 damage on a swing, and then his Janad is maxed out, so he does, you know, more than double that. So he hits real hard at the moment. So they need to take precaution against Bounty Hunter, and they are with that Observer, or with that Sentry Ward rather. Wisp hiding away in the jungle, trying to latch onto Pudge again if there's some more aggression on bottom. But right now, no one on Next is on bottom here. In fact, they're kind of congregating up top a little bit. We're going to have a few heroes headed top. We've got a Disruptor on his way, a Bounty Hunter kind of chilling here. He's putting a little aggression on top of Bambo, but Wisp teleporting in with Pudge. Wisp has the global presence. He teleports Pudge in, and Pudge with a beautiful hook on Sven, and an ultimate from Nature's Prophet. Rubik actually picking up the Sven kill. Wisp activates that haste rune. And Next is going to be forced to back up while the Dire team pushes on to the top tower. Actually switch those two around. The Radiant team pushing on Dire's tower. Dire having to back up, at least for a moment. Here comes a kinetic field. Misses everybody. And Bounty Hunter's going to Nature's Prophet. And I think Nature's Prophet is going to get killed between a mixture of Queen of Pain and Bounty Hunter. And he does, but a nice lasso from Batrider onto the Disruptor. Disruptor going to get pulled away. No, he gets a nice send back onto Bounty Hunter, saving him from the lasso. But Pudge coming in with a surprise hook. And now Jackaro's going to get pulled by the Rubik. And Wisp is right back in here to help take out that Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is going to get chased down, but he gets an invisibility off just in the nick of time and a track onto Pudge. So we have a Bounty Hunter, a Queen of Pain, and an incoming Sven trying to pick up something. This Wisp is kind of in no man's land. I don't know if they see him. I don't believe they do. And he, that lasso. I'm always surprised how big of a range that tether has. How big of an initiation range. But that can get Wisp out of some precarious positions, as we just saw. Wisp actually the one with the bottle in this game, I just noticed. Why don't we take a look at items here while we're kind of idling a little bit. Let's see what everyone's looking at right now. We have a Gem of True Sight on the Batrider. Wow, they are very concerned about the invisibility of the round 1 winners Next. So they have oh no, that Wisp. Jacaro thinks that Wisp is out of position, but man, I can't believe how many people just fell for that. Thinking Wisp was just gonna wander on in and take some hits, because there's a whole plethora of spells used on the Wisp. And it kind of paid off a little bit, I think. It wasted some mana and some cooldown on Jacaro and on Bounty Hunter. But we have a track now on the Pudge. Pudge getting caught in that ice field, and then a kinetic field, and a stun from Sven. That's going to be a dead Pudge. Disruptor ends up finishing him off, and Sven is really hurt now, though. Gets grabbed by a lasso from the Batrider. Batrider now really taking advantage of the situation with all that Firefly. Queen of Pain teleporting away, trying to get out of here alive. Nature's Prophet too trying to get out, but Disruptor is having none of it. Queen of Pain finishing off the Nature's Prophet, but the Disruptor also is going to be taken out, I think. If that Batrider can get one more swing in, and he does, that is going to be a dead Disruptor. Bounty Hunter and Queen of Pain trying to do something to Wisp. Nice play from Bounty Hunter there, getting the extra gold onto the Wisp, and a track onto Rubik. Queen of Pain and Bounty Hunter are going to try to do something now, and down goes Rubik. So that was the kind of play right now that Next needed. And oh, nice flame break. That flame break was great. Pushed Sven right off the cliff, and then Batrider can fly away. That was an excellent play from Batrider. So Wisp, though, Wisp is back in the game, and he's back with Pudge. That's going to be a dead Jackaro. No, beautiful stun from Sven, saving Jackaro. And Jackaro then using his ultimate as a Macro Pyro to try to do something. Nature's Prophet gets caught with a Disruption Field. Nature's Prophet dies. Sven chasing down Pudge. I don't know if he's going to get him. Wisp is right behind. Now here comes Rubik. Sven and Bounty Hunter are really low on HP. They're going to have to turn around. Stun from Sven onto the Wisp. Nice follow-up from Batrider. Sven drops from Bounty Hunter, rather, not Batrider. Rubik finishing off Sven with a Fade Bolt. So we have a downed Wisp and we have a downed Sven right now. Next, kind of catching up a little bit in that little bit of a team fight there, that small little skirmish, but I don't know if it's going to be enough because GD is still right at this tower. It's at half HP. They still have the 4 standing heroes pushing onto it. We've got a bunch of Treants here, thanks to Nature's Prophet. We've got a Batrider with a double damage, pushing towards that tower with Pudge and Rubik. Pudge working toward his Hood of Defiance, getting that incredible magic resistance. I'm not sure what Rubik is looking at right now, and he might be working toward. He has Boots of Mana, though, so he's doing okay with that. Batrider has 1,100 gold, almost 1,200 gold. He's got a bottle. He's got a Gem of True Sight. Nature's Prophet is going to teleport. He's got a Mechanism. He's got Power Treads. He's doing pretty good item-wise right now, is Nature's Prophet. It's actually the entire Dire team is doing pretty okay. Pudge firing a Blind Hook. Not hitting anything but a creep, but a paltry creep. Power Treads on Sven. We've got wards over on Disruptor, and Disruptor, Queen of Pain, and Jackaro are smoked up. They're going to chase down Nature's Prophet, who could teleport. He did max out teleport first. They're going to try to catch him. I don't know that they will. That smoke is going to be out in just a few seconds. Nature's Prophet kind of hiding away. He might be suspicious of something right now. And this smoke is going to end up being fruitless, I fear. So Jackaro sitting on pretty much nothing at the moment. He's not a hero that necessarily needs a lot of items, though. Disruptor has, he has a bunch of wards. Queen of Pain has a bottle, a point booster, treads, null talisman. She's got a pretty okay assortment of items right now at 14 minutes and 45 seconds. So Sven firing a stun. Actually, I think that was a Rubik actually stole Sven's stun. Yeah, he did. So Rubik is going to be farming the jungle just a tad, so we can keep affording to pick up those wards. Bounty Hunter now with a pair of Phase Boots. He's also got a Drum of Endurance. The Drum of Endurance did see a bit of a nerf. It does a little less damage now, but it's still a pretty effective item for the cost. For I think it's 1750 gold. It's pretty effective. It's pretty good. Most heroes can do to pick one up. You want one in a team. It's like a mechanism in that sense. You want one in a team. Oh no, Disruptor pulling Sven into the kinetic field and a triple stun. And Queen of Pain ultimate, they really wanted that Pudge down. Oh, and Rubik with a nice steal of Queen of Pain's ultimate, landing it right onto that Sven and the Bounty Hunter. Sven dropping, thanks to the Wisp. The Batrider now being assisted here by Wisp. A beautiful Icy Path by Jackaro, freezing Batrider and Wisp into place. Nature's Prophet teleporting in and dropping the dust, revealing the Bounty Hunter, and Bounty Hunter gets trapped and killed from the 3 standing heroes. And that's going to be 2 for 4. In favor of GD. GD is still standing at this tower. How long now have they been sitting at this tower? They really want to take it out. They hate this tower. This tower killed their father, I think. This tower is like a symbol of something. I don't know. It's a downed symbol now, though. It's being burned. It's being blasted with beautiful Wisp energy, and it drops. Dire's tower in the middle, dropping. Tier 2 tower down, and Next is really up. They haven't lost the tower yet. Or, I'm sorry, GD is up. Next is down. They have not lost the tower. They've pushed twice into the middle and once into the top. This Pudge is getting pretty tough. Sitting at 1157 HP. Bounty Hunter now picks up an Ogre Club. He's going for that BKB. Wisp getting caught out of position, though. He's latching onto Sven, barely dodging out of that Icy Path, but Disruptor says, I don't think you're going anywhere, Wisp. You can't get out of my range. I have 3 points into Glimpse. Now 4. That's an 1800 cast range. You ain't going anywhere. That is pretty much the vision that these heroes have. That is the vision they have, actually, in the daytime. So, you're not going anywhere if Disruptor doesn't want you to. And that's the kind of play we saw from Disruptor last game. That's the kind of play we want to continue to see from Disruptor if we're rooting for Next. And if we're rooting for GD, then we want to see them continue the play we have seen this game, as it has been excellent. A big step up from the last game, and Rubik stealing a level 1 of Queen of Pain's little dagger, but Sven with a hook. Sven actually getting caught out of position in the forest. They're getting trapped from a Sven and a bunch of other enemies that he does not want to be close to. Nature's Prophet ends up taking down one hero. Next ends up taking a Pudge. And wow, there was just a plethora of attacks there on everyone. I could not keep up with it. Wisp ends up getting a double kill, actually. And Bounty Hunter is going to be chased down by the Batrider here. He doesn't really have anything to be seen with on him right now. But, you know, he ends up getting killed anyway from that nice flame break. A nice shot with that flame break. So a bunch of tire stacks and a flame break was going to do a mess of damage. A real ugly amount of damage. So GD is playing a very smart game here. They saw the strength of Batrider that Next used last game, and they're really putting it to even possibly more effective use this game. And uh-oh, here comes a Nature's Prophet caught out of position. He went to teleport there and canceled it before he put himself in a sprout. Oh no! Oh, I thought that was he got teleported out and then sent back, but it doesn't really matter in the end. He died and had to buy in, and now he's gonna go to the top to try to get this top tower, perhaps farm a little bit in the jungle and maybe push on the tower. And we're going to have some more fighting in mid. Batrider is looking for something here. He blinks in with that blink dagger I think he just bought and pulls back. Oh no, Sven. Oh, what was that from Pudge? Pudge missing his hook. He was going after that Disruptor. Disruptor ends up dying, but maybe a little bit later than intended. And now the Dire team grouping up. A nice hook from Pudge. Pudge has been landing such beautiful hooks this game, landing that onto the Bounty Hunter. He's got 12 buffs into the flesh heap. 12 points. A blind hook landing on Sven. Oh no. Oh, Stalkayat. Oh, Sven. Oh, that wasn't a blind hook. That was a well-placed Observer Ward. I was going to say that was a beautiful blind hook, but that was a beautiful Observer Ward. And Pudge with that hook on Sven. That's got to really frustrate Next. What Next is going to have to do here, they're going to have to defend on the bottom here and hope that they not only defend, but win a team fight. They're going to have to hope that GD gets greedy, or that they can pull a good glimpse. A hook from Sven, or from Pudge onto Jacaro. Oh, geez, these hooks from Pudge. Pudge is making a case for himself as the hero in hands that are not Dendy's. Another hook from Pudge does not get anyone. I think he was going for Sven on that one. He did not get it. But it doesn't matter because he's going to have another hook ready in 2 seconds, and I think he's going to be using it. He has bad intentions with that hook. He throws it onto Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain gets caught by Dismember before she can blink away, and a lasso from Batrider onto Sven, pulling him out of position before he can land a stun. He ends up throwing it onto Pudge, but that's not going to be enough. A Wisp and Pudge now slamming onto the Disruptor, attacking the Queen of Pain, a hook onto the Bounty Hunter. Queen of Pain is getting beat up. She blinks out of there at the last second. Oh, but Stalkayat GG's out 2020, and there's a GG from Next. There's a GG from Next. So that is going to put GD and Next at a 1-1 in this in their 2-game series. Pudge just being so strong, and same with Batrider. This game was really all about Pudge and Batrider. Batrider last game for Next was strong, but he was not this strong. He was not this dominant. He outclassed Queen of Pain in the mid. He ganked and team fought incredibly well. Batrider, I think, is the big story. He's got the Force Staff now too. The Force Staff and the Blink Dagger. Incredible mobility, the ability to get in there and lasso and get out. And Pudge, just those hooks, them hooks. Hooks all day, homie. Hooks all day. That's basically what Pudge was saying to Next this game. Disruptor was entirely ineffectual this game. Last game we saw a very dominant Disruptor, but a lot of that, to be honest, was because of the Sand King. Because of the Sand King and Luna, the 2 stuns and then the damage following it up is why we saw such an effective Disruptor. This game, Sven could land a stun and Batrider could kinetic field in theory, but there was not a ton of damage to follow up the kinetic field. So yeah, we see a dominance from Batrider, from Pudge, and some good support from Rubik and Nature's Prophet and Wisp. And an unfortunate turn of events for Next. Their Sven wasn't able to get good ground. The Queen of Pain wasn't able to do too much in mid. Bounty Hunter had a couple of good plays, but nothing too out of this world. Disruptor was playing a defensive game because GD realized we have to put pressure on Disruptor, and they did. And Disruptor was not able to disrupt the team fights. He wasn't able to. He wasn't able to catch people out of position that often. And so, yeah, it was just good play by GD. First game we saw good play by Next, so both teams kind of pushing against each other, going 1-1. And we'll be going into another game soon. We'll be going into the another series in a little while. So thanks for catching it. Again, the YouTube channel is youtube.com/realpigmasks. Be sure to check it out, which is where you're going to be watching this right now, I'm assuming, because that's the only place it's at. So you're watching it there. So subscribe, please. Please subscribe. It makes me feel good when the numbers get bigger. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.